Buildings, a staple of human communities since the dawn of society. In the presence of these structures, many tend to miss the subtle, yet significant details designed by the architect. There are many hidden gems in small cities and towns that are often left unnoticed, even overlooked. These details can often constitute what makes a building look good and what does not. There is so much intrigue to be found in the smaller details of these seemingly ordinary urban structures. In the north of Utah, Ogden City is often overlooked for the more modern design of Salt Lake City, or for the beautiful landscape in the southern Red Rock. But in Ogden, even an unobservant eye will notice the very unique architecture and design of the city. These buildings have a story to tell about the history of our nation and the people who helped shape the structures of the city. With the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad, Ogden welcomed the world through the Union Station Depot, an intersection for railroad travel in the West for many years after the railroad was completed. This began to grow the city at an exponential rate. It was a wealthy area that wanted their class to be represented in the buildings around them. Very experienced architects were brought in to assist in this process. The most notable of these high-profile architects was Leslie S. Hodgson. Hodgson designed buildings such as Ogden High School, the City Building, and the Egyptian Theater. Ogden High School is still regarded as Hodgson's masterpiece. The structure has three main elements. Zigzag modern. Designed primarily for skyscrapers such as the Empire State Building with its step-back top, it also uses streamlined modern. Often used in gas stations, diner and other roadside amenities, corners and parallel lines in buildings echo the streamlined effects of new cars and locomotives. Lastly, classical modern, in an interpretation of classic Roman style with deco elements. When looking at modern buildings, no such feelings are evoked. Many architects in the space believe these buildings are a corporatized facade in comparison to architectural styles represented in the last century. While the public has no control over private establishments, there is control held in government buildings. Federal modernism is a term that began circulating in the 1990s that describes this feeling. With a focus on economic and functional efficiency, these buildings evade all ornamentation. It is not hard to see why many have a distaste for this style, and how it makes cities and towns feel. However, there is still hope for a more brilliant, creative, and decorative future. The Promoting Beautiful Federal Civic Architecture Order has the possibility to bring life back to these government buildings. Someday, there could be offices to be proud of, beautiful constructions, and creative spaces that make all who find themselves around them enriched. There is always more hope for a more beautiful future, but it's not always easy. Local representatives and leaders will introduce constructive policy only when pressure is applied by constituents. There is no wasted time in the effort to make a fundamental change in America the next generation will know and love.